Thank you for joining me on Movies with Mitch.
Are you crazy? Could have killed me! You're welcome!
The life of a mercenary is fast-paced, tragic, and full of melancholy. And nobody embodies this life better than the group known as the Expendables. When they take a job set in a remote Central American country ruled by a dictator and financed by a drug lord, they soon realize that they are in over their heads. But can they set things right before making a fatal mistake?
Drop your guns!
Got the 4 on the left.
Why don't you take the 2 on the right and leave the rest?
You're not that fast anymore.
Oh, here we go.
The only thing faster is...
Light.
Exactly.
We'll see.
Stallone wrote and directed this action-packed, He-Man-starred, testosterone-fueled explosion of manliness. Unfortunately, the dialogue was cringeworthy, and the camera work was horrendous, making it hard to watch.
Give this job to my friend here. He loves playing in the jungle, right?
Right.
It's his problem.
The ensemble cast was a who's who of action stars, but no real character development exists for any of the characters. The Expendables is good for what it is, a super action movie. So I give it, with a runtime of 1 hour and 45 minutes, a C.
Please tell me what there's to complain about.
I'm starving. Where should we go?
We should go to the best restaurant in town.
Of course.
My place.
Liz Gilbert, played by Julia Roberts, has become unbalanced in her own life. She feels she no longer lives for herself. So then, after having a messy divorce, leaving a dysfunctional boyfriend, and praying for a sign on how to live her life, she decides to take a year off to find herself through faith, meditation, and food. What will she discover along her journey?
I used to have this appetite for food, for life, and it's just gone. I want to go someplace where I can marvel at something.
The storytelling in this movie was relayed beautifully. The audience becomes captivated with Julia Roberts' portrayal of the author struggling with her inner conflicts, and the supporting cast complements her performance brilliantly.
India, and I'm going to end the year in Bali. I love you and I'm proud of you.
A slow beginning and peculiar camera work on the director's part are a few of the movie's only downfalls. So I give Eat, Pray, Love, with a runtime of 2 hours and 15 minutes, a B+.
Scott Pilgrim versus the world.
Scott Pilgrim, played by Michael Cera, has found the love of his life. He just has to get past 7 very difficult obstacles to be with the object of his affection.
Mr. Pilgrim! I'm Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend.
What?
As each X comes for Scott Pilgrim's head, he realizes sometimes you have to work hard for that which you want most.
What was that all about?
If we're gonna date, you may have to defeat my 7 evil exes.
Comic books, video games, and everything pop culture in film form grabs your attention in the first 10 minutes and doesn't let go until the end.
What are you doing?
Getting a life.
You want to fight me for her? Why on earth would you want to do that?
Because I'm in love with her.
Bombarding the audience with humor, romance, and action to the point where you think they couldn't do any more. And then whips a little bit of life lessons at you too.
Hey, what's up? I'll leave you alone forever now.
A great ensemble cast surrounding a mediocre but up-and-coming lead actor makes Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, with a runtime of 2 hours, an A-. I've loved hearing your opinions on these movies so far, so keep them coming by emailing me at movieswithmitch@kyma.com, and go to kyma.com to check out our past reviews. Then tune in next week when we'll be reviewing The Lottery Ticket and The Switch. But until then, I'm Mitch Punpayuk for News 11 saying go out and watch Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
You want to fight me for her?